Hello guys, my name is Armin. In today's episode learning Bluebeam, you want to take a look at reducing file size of a PDF. When you add markups, annotation, images, link or attachments to any type of PDF, you're going to increase the size of that PDF. And you cannot just append it to your email and send it through email to your team. You have to put it in the box or somewhere else and send them a link to download. So what I'm going to show you today that we can reduce the file size to a certain amount that you'll be able to append it to your email. Hope that you guys enjoyed it. If did, make sure to subscribe and leave a like, and also put it in the comment section down below if you are using this on your daily workflow.
In today's episode tutorial, we're going to take a look at Bluebeam reducing size. So I'm pretty sure you guys have had even one page or multiple sheets when you guys going through the constructability review, or even putting a bunch of comments on one sheet even. And if you want to send it to your team member, the PDF is really big, and then you won't be able to attach it to your email. So you have to use a different repository to basically send a link, and you can go, another step. So right here today, we're going to go over a process that you can reduce the size of a PDF with the markup, images, links, like whatever you have attached to a sheet or even a set of documents, and you want to send it, and basically it's going to be too big, you cannot attach it to your email. Here we're going to reduce it to very, very smaller size that you can even at least a few sheets with a bunch of markup to your email. We all know if it goes above the 25 MB, that's going to be basically, you won't be able to attach it. I think most emails only handle 25 MB, but if you go below that, you'll be able to attach your document to the email and send it around. So this is mostly for if you're working on a few sheets, you want to add some markups to it, you want to change some stuff, and then you want to send it to your team real quick. That's the best way to kind of reduce the size. So right here, we can see basically we have images, we have some markups that you put on your drawings, and right now we want to reduce the size. So for reducing the size, you need to go to document, and then when you click that, all the way down here we have a reduce file size. So if you click on the reduce file size, it's going to open up another box for you. So if you have a sheet open, it basically automatically is going to open it for you. But if not, then you can just basically open this one and open a different file that you have on your local drive. So when you select that file, you can see basically it's going to show you some estimation, right? So it's going to say this is the file size that you have based on some settings that we're going to go over right now. Is going to tell you how much it's going to reduce the size of this file for you. So you can see the output options, what you get after reduction. It's going to be quality versus compression, right? So the more that I go this way, it's going to enhance the quality of the images. Like it's not going to distort them. It's going to send it, but do the reduction with the size, but with the highest image quality. Right, so basically, just if you have a very important image that you want to be distorted, you can go this way. But when you go to the different area, you get compression. So basically, it's going to compress everything. Notes, annotation, those are not going to get affected too much. It's just more so it's going to be images that if you use them too much and then compress them too much, might be very distorted. But I think the images that we use under drawing is not going to be very detailed. So I would recommend just go compression all the way. So it's going to make it smaller and smaller in size for you. So you can go here and you can see as I move it section by section, it's going to give me a different kind of warning or annotation. It says image quality reduce, high resolution, images may suffer. And if I go all the way, it says significant reduction of image quality. So if you notice, it's got nothing to do with like a text or annotation that much. It's going to be just the images, but the only one under compression, you get annotation. It says the text may be difficult to read, basically. So let's just keep it over here for now. Says image quality reduce, and then high resolution images may suffer. So well, let's say you are good with this for everything that you want to send. On the bottom, the next one over here, it's some presets. So if you want to go a little bit more deeper, you can click on this edit and it's going to open another reduce size file custom settings. So right here, you're basically telling Bluebeam what do you want to happen to your images, what do you want to happen to your fonts, and what about any miscellaneous items that you have on your drawing, right? So basically, you're going to tell the images any full color image, you know, if you want to turn everything to the JPEG or PNG. So no matter what type of image you put over there, you're going to tell it, okay, change it to any of these or leave it unchanged, right? And then all the DPI, max, depth, and then everything is going to basically change. But just pay attention. You see the quality is grayed out because I'm telling him don't make any changes to the matte drawings. But if I go on JPEG, the quality is going to kind of turned on for me, and I can say go to like a low quality is fine, medium, or high. So that's gonna maintain it. So right here you can see like a grayscale, monochrome, like different type of images that you can attach. You can basically here get a little bit more detail and identify what's gonna be converted to, what's a DPI, what's a bit depth, and also how the quality is gonna be handled on that image. And then if you don't want to deal with this anything, just like me, just make these unchecked basically. When you checked all of these, it basically do it everything automatically and it's going to tell you what's going on. And then you can go to the font right here. So basically it's going to tell you if you have embedded fonts, how it's going to look like. The miscellaneous, make sure you check everything right here. And if it's something by default is unchecked, make sure you go and check everything. So let's say you're happy with this, you can create these as a template. So each time you create drawings, you can just basically come here and click on this. So I can hit, it says, let's just say main template for size reduction. And you can see that's selected. I'm going to hit OK. And that's going to be saved. So let's say if I go back and hit the reduce size, and you see the edit preset here. So if I open it up, I have my main template. So each time, then I can kind of select the template that I want and kind of go through it. And when I'm kind of happy with this, I can do, if you want to add a name or anything to it, suffix or prefix, if you want to, you know, say this is previous, this is after, you can make all of those changes. And in the end, you can just hit save and it's going to tell you, would you like to override the existing file, you know, and then to save a copy, click no. If you want to save a copy, click yes. So, if you really kind of, it's a very important document. You don't want to kind of ruin everything. You want to double check the different type of reduction and see how the images and annotation look like. Just make sure you save a copy of it. But if you kind of don't care and you're happy with it, you just kind of hit yes. It's gonna start reducing, it's gonna cropping and everything. And you can see right here is basically, it's gonna tell me based on what I put in my template and annotation, that was the original size, that was the estimated, this is the final. It only could reduce or decrease the size by 6%, right? But you can go do it again, right? So if you are not happy, you can kind of go over here. Right now, I can kind of move these all the way to the end and see if gonna make any changes, right? And right here kind of tell you what's going on. So I can go to my main template, save. I don't want to save a copy. Let's see if it's gonna go and make any change. And you can see right here, basically, he's gonna tell us did everything to reduce this file reduction, and it's at 0 right now. So nothing can be more reduced. So this is a kind of the fastest way. When you create a sheet, you basically go over here, put everything at the end for compression. It's going to reduce the size so you can attach it to your email. So one note that I want to share with you guys. So this is for only one sheet. If you have a set of document, let's say if you have 10 sheets that you have all the markups on, you don't have to go one by one by one. You can go to the batch. So on the batch section, you still have the same option. So if you remember, we look at the document, that's for one sheet. If you go to batch, that's for, you know, more than one page, basically. If I open it, it's going to be the same thing. Same story, nothing. And right here, since it's been reduced, it's going to tell me it's going to be 0 reduction in size. So it's not going to do anything with it. But just make sure if you want to reduce the file, just one page or one sheet, go to the document. If it's a batch, or let's say it's like more than one sheet, you need to go to the batch and do this. Hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I think this is a very good thing. I use it on a daily basis to attach pages to my email, so I don't have to put it on Box or Dropbox or send a link to people to download. So this is kind of really fast way for me to send out stuff for everybody to kind of see with all the annotation and then images and the markups and everything on. Hope that you guys enjoyed it. Put it in the comment section down below if you're using a different way to reduce size on your Bluebeam sheets, or if you're using a different software or anything else that you are using it, or even you find these video usable. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.